Well, then who is in, or who or what? It can be a who, if you got this personal view, or it can be a what. What is in charge of the result? Ishwara? Huh? Well, there's no other option, is there? If it's not me, then it's got to be what? The field of existence, the field of action, which is what? Delivering the results. And that field of action is controlled by what? Ishwara. It's the regulator, controller, and governor of what? All the actions. He's a karma paladatta. That is, he delivers the results of your actions. He or it, okay? He, if you like the personal view. It, if you like the impersonal view. Either way. It doesn't matter.
Is nature Ishvara? I mean, could you...
Yes, nature, she said, is nature Ishwara? Yes. The sun, the moon, the stars, air, fire, water, earth, ether, the space, all objects, material objects are Ishwara, and all the subtle objects, all the thoughts and feelings, right? And all the experiences are all Ishwara.
Desires as well as the satisfaction of those desires all comes from.
Yeah, our desires come from Ishwara, and I am the desire that's not opposed to... Anyway, all our desires and the satisfaction of those desires is what? Up to Ishwara. So, how am I going to worship Ishwara?
Wait. Could you repeat that last?
So, if everything is Ishwara, then what? How am I going to worship Ishwara? How is karma yoga going to be a worship of Ishwara? It's going to be a worship of Ishwara. Why? Because it's going to take Ishwara into account. See, when I first start out, I'm completely subjective. At the samsaris, they don't bring Ishwara into the equation at all. Yet they want all of Ishwara's stuff, but they don't propitiate Ishwara. Well, they do, but they don't know they're propitiating Ishwara. They propitiate Ishwara through their actions. And what do they do when they, propitiate Ishwara through their actions? They get vasanas, which ties them, more and more tightly to objects. But in formal bhakti, karma yoga, that's the first stage of formal bhakti. In formal bhakti, what do? We offer. We take Ishwara into account, and we offer our actions as a contribution to the field. In other words, it's saying, hey, Ishwara, you gave me everything that I value, and I would like to return the favor and give you what you need. And my duty, that's my dharma, or my duty is to give you what you need. And so what am I offering to you? My actions. I'm worshiping you with my actions. My work is my worship. In other words, what I'm doing is an act of worship. If what you do is an act of worship, are you going to generate attachment to the results? No. So your vasanas, what are they going to do? They're going to go down, they're going to be reduced. Every action is going to exhaust a vasana and not create a new vasana. And what's going to happen as a result of that? The mind is going to get more and more steady, less and less emotional. And what's it going to do? It's going to turn within and start to meditate on Ishwara. So karma yoga is worship of Ishwara in the form of what? My actions, and taking the results. How do I take the results of my actions? I don't get, and since, as prasad, as a gift, with gratitude. So I don't get upset when I don't get what I want. Because I know Ishwara's got what? given me this result for a particular reason. There's a lesson here. I let Ishwara teach me. In other words, I let the results of my actions teach me here about what's good for me, what's right for me. Now, what's happening here when I take up this attitude? My subjectivity is getting what? Slowly converted into an objective view. Why? Because I'm including the field of existence in my consideration. I'm not just focused purely on what I want. I understand the context of my life. And I appreciate the context of my life, and I understand the dependence I have on the field, on the context, on the sun, the moon, the stars, the physical objects, the material objects, the people. Most of it's people, or a lot of it's people.
Identification just gets way bigger, doesn't it? You're identified with everything.
Yeah, your identification's what starts to expand. It isn't just me. What I want. Give me. More. Better. Different. More. It's like a pig, just all just so totally self-concerned. Your self-concern gets what? You start appreciating Ishwara. Now that, that may seem like, wow, I don't know if I want to trust Ishwara. Huh? But hey, do you have a choice?
You identify with Ishwara.
Yeah, you identify with Ishwara. Ishwara becomes your friend. When you meditate on Ishwara, you become, and you do the actions that are what? That are pleasing to Ishwara.
And you see that Ishwara is always on your side.
Yeah, Ishwara is your friend. Ishwara is looking out after you. You've got a great ally. You've got a friend. You do act. What actions are pleasing to Ishwara? Those actions that conform to Dharma. This is why Ishwara says in the Bhagavad Gita, I am the desire that is not opposed to Dharma. That means you can have your desires, but what? You should act out those desires with what? A consciousness or a consideration of what? The interconnectedness, the oneness, the non-duality of all things. In other words, you need to consider your environment. And I don't mean environment, just physical environment. I mean your life, the whole situation.
And if you don't, Ishwara is going to kick your ass.
And if you don't, this is why people have fear of God and fear of punishment and off to hell. All those things are what? Those are all just kind of crude emotional understandings of the nature of Ishwara, which it means what? You're just going to suffer somehow because you're going against the will of the total. You get corrected, and you're happy to get corrected. When you make a mistake, you're happy. Boom, you got hit upside the head, and you say, thank you, Ishwara, I needed that. I was a little out of line here. And I'll try not to do that the next time. Because the next time I do it, bang! Huh?